side by side. Into turn 3 now, still door handle to door handle. Let's see.
Henriksen has the run on the inside coming out of turn 2. Give third place to the number 0, Scott Lucas.
Amish Outlaws, hold on. NASCAR driver Jeremy Mayfield.
It's a win-win for everybody with these type of cars, and we're not spending a ton of money to race them.
Welcome to Orange County Speedway in Rougemont, North Carolina for the first of 2 twin 50-lap events here at Orange County Speedway. My name is Joshua Weatherman, and this is the Grand National Super Series presented by ECC Engineered Components Company. And man, oh man, do we have a thriller in store for tonight. We have so many storylines to comb through. I don't even know if we can do it in 2 broadcasts. So let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for the first Twin 50. Bob Schacht on the pole after the top 6 invert. He'll be starting alongside Isaiah Hogan, filling in for AJ Henriksen in the number 46. Chris Burns in the number 18 will be in row 2, surrounded by the number 11 of Jamie Mosley. Row 3, Ryan Zima, legend car standout, moving up in the number 54 car for Patty Schacht, and Jeremy Mayfield, the fastest qualifier, in the number 19, starting 6th. In row 4, CRA Street Stock star Cole Baxter in the number 23 for D2 Motorsports, and Dave Hutchinson in the number 62. And rounding out the field will be Jeff Thomas in the number 15. Unfortunately, had some engine troubles in practice. Did show up here, but big smoke on pit lane. Unfortunately, will not be able to start the race, as the 90 says he hopes to get back to another Grand National Super Series event in the future. And when I said we were storyline packed, I was not joking. AJ Henriksen with pressing family matters over at ECC. He will be replaced tonight by Isaiah Hogan in the number 46 car. And then in the number 54, usually driven by Isaiah Hogan, we've got Ryan Zima, mentored by Kerry Earnhardt himself from the Legend cars. Won in his very first limited late model race over at Hickory Motor Speedway. We are doubled up, ready to go here at America's fastest 3/8 mile in Rougemont, North Carolina. Bob Schacht picks the outside for the start. Isaiah Hogan to his inside. Row 2, Jamie Mosley, Chris Burns, Jeremy Mayfield, Ryan Zima. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are underway. And what a start from the number 75 of Bob Schacht. Jamie Mosley right in his footsteps as Isaiah Hogan will drop to 4th for the time being. And look at Jeremy Mayfield from 6th to 3rd already, as Ryan Zima a little high in the middle of the field. Jeremy Mayfield now will go after 2nd. He'll get the spot from Bob Schacht. Jamie Mosley looking to gap himself from that number 19, but we can already see that number 19 is super fast. Won the Chalou Performance Pull Award earlier tonight. And just what a drive. Starting 6th, already up to 2nd, knocking on the door of the lead. Jamie Mosley, though, we know how hungry he is for that first win. He's been close many times. How is he going to defend this charge from the number 19 of Jeremy Mayfield? Mayfield going to try the outside to the right rear quarter panel. Couldn't quite get there. Now crosses over on the number 11 of Jamie Mosley. Jamie holding strong on the outside. The outside, to some people, is preferred here at Orange County Speedway. Almost a little contact for the lead early as they speed by our speed shot. Jeremy Mayfield with the advantage, and he will clear for the lead coming out of turn number 2. Now back to 3rd, Isaiah Hogan and Bob Schacht battling it out for 3rd. Ryan Zima right in their footsteps. Ryan Zima's very first Grand National Super Series start, and he is already taking to it like a veteran. Now to the inside of the 75 of Bob Schacht, not the start that Schacht wanted. Zima not quite clear of the 75. Zima dives it into turn number 1. He'll clear. Bob Schacht tries to do a crossover, not going to work, and here comes Chris Burns into the fight. As Mayfield now with a sizable advantage, but Jamie Mosley trying not to let him get away. Remember, there will be a competition caution at lap 20. So Mosley will have another shot at Mayfield, as will the rest of the field, as we're focused on Ryan Zima in the number 54 car. Bob Shack almost under fire from the number 18 of Chris Burns. Burns trying to rebound from just some horrible luck here in 2025. I talked to him earlier this week. He says they've pretty much reassembled this entire car, different setup, different almost everything, and he's hoping to have a really good run here tonight at Orange County Speedway. Right behind Burns is the number 23 of Cole Baxter. Again, this is Baxter's debut as well. A CRA Street Stock winner over at Anderson Speedway, one of the hardest tracks to get the job done. And Bob Shack leading this parade of cars. You see Dave Hutchinson in lockstep as well. As back to the front, Jamie Mosley a little sideways off of turn number 4. That'll allow Isaiah Hogan to dip his nose in underneath. Hogan trying to be a little patient. I talked to him before the race. He said he was going to be patient, try to keep the nose clean, and he's doing just that against the number 11 of Jamie Mosley. Now to the inside of the 11. The 11 seems to really like that outside groove. The Jailbreaker Potato Chips machine. Isaiah Hogan, though, stalking his every step. Looks to the left rear quarter panel, can't quite get it done coming out of turn number 2. Now he'll try again as they exit turn 4. A little sideways for the number 46 of Isaiah Hogan. He is a micro sprint racer, races at Millbridge Speedway from time to time, so that's a little familiar for the number 46 machine driver. Mosley holding strong on the outside lane, but Isaiah Hogan not going away, a thorn in his side. Now he's fully to the inside. We're side by side for second. All of this, though, is allowing Jeremy Mayfield to get out to an even bigger advantage in first. But again, remember, any moment we will have our lap 20 competition caution. Will allow these drivers to regroup, reset, and rethink their strategies for the last 30 laps of this race. We can see what Jeremy Mayfield's strategy is already, though, and that is go. And it seems to be Isaiah Hogan's as well. He said he was going to play it safe. This doesn't look very safe to me as he's side by side with Mosley. Almost a little bit of contact coming out of turn 4. Isaiah Hogan, this may be the biggest opportunity of his career, and it looks like, yes, the lap 20 competition caution is out, as you see from our brand new flag stand cam. A welcome sight for every driver except for Jeremy Mayfield. To Jeremy, this was not needed whatsoever. A very up and down day weather-wise. We had showers early in the morning. Humidity set in. We finally got the track dry. And after we got the track dry, we got the opportunity to talk to the one and only Kerry Earnhardt, who is here mentoring Ryan Zima. Let's see what he had to say about Zima and the Grand National Super Series as a whole.
Well, I work with his grandfather, Gordon, and I've been watching Ryan ever since February. He's run a lot of legend cars, legend races, and he's always really good. And I think he tried out for the Toyota Racing Development. Done really well there. Ran his first race in a limited late model, won it. And the kid's got a good head on his shoulder. He's going to be great for the sponsors, and he's going to be great for the sport itself. He's just a great young kid. Well, I'd like to see the series grow. I mean, it's a good opportunity for folks to come out that don't have the big budgets to be able to, get into this series and make laps. And that's why I was telling Ryan, just get seat time. I see this kid going somewhere soon, and just more seat time helps him. Well, I work it.
Strong words from Kerry Earnhardt about that number 54 Ryan Zima, who will restart on the outside of row 2. But right now it is all Jeremy Mayfield. Jeremy laying back, though. I don't know if that start is going to fly for the number 11 of Jamie Mosley and the number 19 of Mayfield. So far, so good, and right when I say that, the caution flag is back out. Race director Joe Staples not happy with the restart whatsoever. So we'll re-rack them, restack them, and try it again. Jeremy Mayfield picking the outside for the restart. Jamie Mosley to his inside. Isaiah Hogan on the inside of row 2. Zima again on the outside. Chris Burns and Bob Shack, row 3. Cole Baxter and Dave Hutchinson, row 4. Little mind games being played already in just the first twin 50-lap event at Orange County Speedway. We'll see if they can get their act together for this next act, and they will. Mosley and Mayfield side by side at the line. We're back green. Mayfield will get the advantage going into turn 1. Mosley trying to keep up, but he's not going to be able to. Give Mayfield the lead once again on Orange County. Mosley still in lockstep, however, is Isaiah Hogan right there as well in the shadows. Ryan Zima as well. You can put a blanket over this battle for second. Mosley, Hogan, Zima. Hogan almost all the way down to the apron below the number 11 of Jamie Mosley. All 3 drivers in this battle looking for their first Grand National Super Series victory. This is Ryan Zima's first ever, as we stated already. These guys hungry as Mosley sideways off of 4. What a run for Isaiah Hogan coming out of 2. He's to the door of the number 11 of Jamie Mosley. Will he be able to clear? A little contact maybe. That'll allow Ryan Zima to get beneath Jamie Mosley in the 11. Mosley now falling back to 4th as Isaiah Hogan a little high off of turn number 2. Here comes Zima to the inside. It's an instant replay of the first half of the race. All of this battling behind is allowing Jeremy Mayfield to set sail with the lead. Our new points leader after Tri-County is Zima and Hogan going at war for the second position. Hogan on the high ground. Zima to the inside, a little crossover from Hogan. What a battle for second. Hogan nearly spins coming out of turn 4. Gives second place to Ryan Zima as Hogan will have to gather it back up. Trying to get his footing back underneath him as Jamie Mosley now trying to strike back. Mosley with a big run into turn number 1, but couldn't make it work. Now finally a little breathing room between these 3 drivers. Meanwhile, it's just a Sunday morning stroll for the number 19, Jeremy Mayfield. Driving into the sunset, but again, this is the Grand National Super Series. Anything can happen. We've seen it time and time again. As now Isaiah Hogan going to have to fight off the charges of Mosley. Zima in the 54. Now ridding himself of Hogan and Mosley. Going to try to mount a charge on the number 19 of Jeremy Mayfield. This is a very last-minute deal for Zima. You know he's getting some good advice from Kerry Earnhardt. We heard earlier what he had to say about Zima. A very, very impressive talent indeed. Right when I say that, though, Isaiah Hogan still in the same frame, trying to claw his way back into the top 2. What a big night this would be for Hogan. Even without a checkered flag, if he can just finish on the podium, it would be a huge win for Hogan and his family. And same with Ryan Zima. Again, I know we've said it before, but this is his very first time in a Grand National Super Series car, and he is running like an absolute veteran. We got the chance to talk to Ryan Zima earlier today to talk about how this deal even came together. And again, it was just very, very last minute as Cole Baxter and Chris Burns going at it in the back of the pack behind Bob Shack. Just like Zima, Cole Baxter making his debut tonight. Jeremy Mayfield and Donnie Doster looking for a driver. They settled on this number 23 machine of Cole Baxter, a very talented street stock racer in his own right. And right behind him, Chris Burns. We got the chance to catch up with Chris earlier today about his struggles in the year and what he thinks about Orange County Speedway.
Running this deal this year, man, we've had a great time. I couldn't ask, for a better group of people to run with and everything. Just struggled with the car a little bit, just trying to get the balance right everywhere we've been. But, man, I tell you, Bob and all the guys at the shop, they really put in some work. And so far this week it's been 10 times better. So hopefully we can capitalize on it and maybe have us a good race. At least be a contender for a change, So it's pretty much my first time here, too. So good, awesome place. I like how you can run the top. It's pretty racy. I think we're having a good night here. We're here.
What a battle for position we have here. Cole Baxter, Chris Burns, and Bob Shack all going at it. We heard Burns talk about Orange County Speedway and just his struggles this year. Glad to see him actually in the fight, battling for position. Cole Baxter leading this group of drivers. Baxter, Burns, Shack, but up front it's still all Jeremy Mayfield. As we are nearing the end of this race, it goes by very quick. These cars so fast. 50 laps, especially at a fast track like this, will go by in a blink. There is the number 19 of Jeremy Mayfield. You see how big that gap is between he and the number 54 of Ryan Zima. I know the race is not over yet, but I think if there's not a caution and a problem doesn't befall Jeremy Mayfield, I think he may have this one in the bag, which will extend his points lead over A.J. Hendrickson, who again is not here tonight, so that definitely throws a wrench in A.J. Hendrickson's championship hopes. But for the owner's title, still makes it very close. Arnie Hendrickson in the 46, who owns that ECC Motorsports machine. As 5 laps to go, the signal being given by the Orange County flagman. Jeremy Mayfield just has to have now 4 laps of mistake-free racing. He's got the gap, but he can't let up too much. As now we are coming to 3 laps to go. This would be history for Jeremy Mayfield, the very first race for the Grand National Super Series presented by ECC at Orange County Speedway. But he will have to navigate 1 lapped car if he can get there. You see at the top of your frame there, the number 62 of Dave Hutchinson. If he can get there, if he can get by cleanly, it's almost clear sailing from that number 19, and he does it. Jeremy Mayfield wins the first Twin 50-lap event here at Orange County Speedway. We'll grab a word with him shortly down in Victory Lane.
Making our way down to Race Electronics Victory Lane for the winner of the Grand National Super Series, Jeremy Mayfield.
We'll go over to the number 46 of Isaiah Hogan. A fantastic run for his first start in this number 46 ECC Motorsports machine. A cool but still human night here at Orange County Speedway. Isaiah taking off all of his racing apparel. A hard-fought podium finish for the number 46 of Isaiah Hogan. Very limited warning for this driver to get into this car. Isaiah coming out of the race car. Isaiah, if we can get you to the front of the car for a quick interview. Late notice to drive this number 46, but you brought it home on the podium for the first Twin 50. How did you make that work?
I listen to my spotter. I listen to the guys that work on the car all day long that know what they're talking about. I'm just behind the wheel. I can't thank Bob Shack and Matt enough for any of this. We work day in and day out on these cars every day. We put our sweat, blood, tears into this, and I'm just glad we got to put it on the podium.
You think you got enough to make it 2 positions better in the second race?
We're sure going to try.
That's Isaiah Hogan, third place finisher in the first Twin 50 lap event. We'll catch a word with our winner once again, the number 19, Jeremy Mayfield, surrounded by a very happy crew. Jeremy, that car was probably the fastest I've seen it all year. How good was it, and do you think you can double it up tonight in the second Twin?
I hope so. You know, we've been working hard on it, trying to get it fast, and last couple of weeks I feel like we lost the race by just a couple minor adjustments, you know, so we left it alone tonight and came here and dialed it in today and got it right. So it's been fast, and probably fastest it's ever been, too. That's probably the best it's ever been right there, and hopefully we can keep that up.
That's Jeremy Mayfield, the winner of the first Twin 50 lap event here for the Grand National Super Series at Orange County Speedway. And now we'll talk to a driver making his debut in the Grand National Super Series. Ryan, your first ever start in the Grand National Super Series, and you put it on the podium in this number 54. What more did you need to get up to the back of that 19 of Jeremy Mayfield?
I think I could have got to him there, but just the circumstances, once I got to second, he already built himself a pretty big gap, so I was kind of just riding there, maintaining second, so I had a good starting spot for the next race. But I think we got it. We're gonna have a good little piece for the next race, so hopefully we can't get it done.
For your first time, did you have fun?
Oh, it's a blast. Way different than the Legend car, heavy, a lot of power. Yeah, it's fun. Getting ready to go out for the second one.
That's Ryan Zima, your second place finisher in the first Twin 50 lap event. We'll let the Orange County local divisions finish their program, and we'll be back at the end of the night for our second Twin 50 lap event for the Grand National Super Series presented by ECC. We'll see you then.